Up first tonight, breaking news in Austin. We have some new information tonight about the intense investigation into a mass shooting on 6th Street. 3 people died, including the suspect. It happened at and around a bar called Buford's. It is not far from the Texas Capitol and the UT campus. The university president did confirm today that students were impacted by the attack, but he did not say whether any students were killed. Police say just before 2 o'clock this morning, the suspect drove past the bar several times in an SUV before stopping and firing toward the patio. He had a pistol and a rifle, but police were able to quickly take him down. He has been identified as 53-year-old Injaga Jagnay. Now, 6th Street is, of course, a very busy area, lots of police presence, and officers were there in less than a minute.
East 6th Street is a large party atmosphere, and streets are closed, they're opened. We're mitigating a lot of people in that small space. Very proud of that, and it showed that it worked. Again, I feel like a lot of lives were saved.
In the hours since this happened, investigators began searching for a motive, and the FBI says they are looking into whether this was an act of terrorism. Federal agents spent much of the day at a home in Pflugerville, just outside of Austin, where the suspect allegedly lived. WFAA's Cole Sullivan is live for us there right now. So, Cole, what do you know about this investigation?
Teresa, law enforcement just left this house behind me within the last 2 hours or so. We saw both Austin police and federal agents out here. They were out here for most of the day serving a search warrant here, and that's critical in this investigation as they work to determine whether this was in fact a terror attack. And we're learning more information about the suspect in this case, who sources say had a shirt on with an Iranian emblem on it. Here's what else we know. The Associated Press reports that he was a naturalized U.S. citizen named Injaga Jagnay, 53 years old, killed by police overnight. Sources say that he also had a sweatshirt on saying "Property of Allah." Neighbors in this neighborhood say that he had lived here for more than 8 years, and they had not seen anything unusual until this morning when 2 Austin police armored SWAT vehicles began rolling down their street. This is video they took around 11 o'clock this morning as Austin police and the feds surrounded this home.
Because you just don't take that kind of artillery out for no reason. It was pointed down the street. First I thought he was pointing at me.
We saw a few people after police left walking into this home. A woman arrived after police were here. She spent several hours talking to police. We don't know whether she or the other folks who went into this home were relatives of that suspect. I knocked on the door, and when I did, they said they did not want to talk. Teresa.
Cole, this is all just so very tragic, but do we know what else investigators will be looking for to try to nail down whether this was indeed an act of terrorism?
The search warrants like this are key, Teresa. We know that the FBI won't just be serving physical search warrants on houses, but also on electronics, phones, looking for internet history as well, all part of this calculation. And that's so very important because the special agent in charge leading this investigation says at this point they're investigating it as a possible link to terror. They have not said whether it is for sure. We do know that Governor Abbott has ordered additional DPS troopers to head to downtown Austin, and we'll be live on 6th Street for you tonight at 10 o'clock. Teresa.
All right. Cole Sullivan live for us in Pflugerville at this hour. We appreciate your coverage, Cole. Thank you. Make sure to have our streaming app, WFAA Plus, for the latest updates out of Austin. You can watch police briefings. If they provide any additional updates, we will have them for you live. WFAA Plus is free to download to your TV. Let's turn now to a developing story in the Middle East. We have a live look for you over Jerusalem in Israel. Tensions high there as Iran retaliates from ongoing strikes by the U.S. and Israel that killed Ayatollah Khamenei. Tonight, we know 3 U.S. service members have been killed. Those are the first known American casualties. Others have been seriously hurt in Kuwait, but the U.S. military has not released any additional information. President Trump warned there will likely be more service members killed. Iran's foreign minister addressed retaliation today.
Combat operations continue at this time in full force, and they will continue until all of our objectives are achieved.
We are defending ourselves, and we have every right, every legitimate right to defend ourselves.
It's a very clear message.
Now, according to the Associated Press, President Trump says he is willing to talk with Iranian leaders eventually, but that the military operation will not stop. Right now, some SMU students studying in Dubai are currently sheltering in place. All of the students are confirmed safe, but it is because of scenes like this. A strike hit a port in Dubai today as the United Arab Emirates is being targeted by Iran's retaliatory strikes. The UAE's defense ministry said Iran has launched 165 missiles towards them. They've been detected and destroyed, but some Iranian drones have made it through their air defenses. In a statement, SMU said, quote, "Our global safety and security team is monitoring developments continuously and coordinating closely with program leaders and trusted travel partners." They add the ongoing program in the Middle East has now been canceled. In North Texas this afternoon, demonstrators rallied against these strikes on Iran. The rally was in Dealey Plaza. People who gathered accused President Trump of blowing past Congress and unrightfully killing the leader of a sovereign country.
There are millions of people in the streets that are in support of Ayatollah Khamenei, and I think that speaks volumes. I think regardless of the narrative that Trump and the Western world want to put out there, the Iranian people themselves overwhelmingly do support the government.
Now, yesterday, we saw the other side of this in downtown Dallas. Dozens of people with ties to Iran who support the strikes that killed the Supreme Leader gathered at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Plaza. All right, it is now 5:37. We want to give you a live look at the DBU campus on a very sunny Sunday evening. We have certainly been dry and really warm for a while. That's going to change, at least in one way. Senior meteorologist Jesse Hawila has a forecast you definitely need to know about as the work week begins. Jesse?
That's right. The warmth won't go anywhere, but we introduce rain chances and quite a bit of them starting especially Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. In the meantime, it's still very warm. Warm start to March. 80 degrees the temperature right now at WFAA. We have some high thin clouds in the area tonight as a quiet night. You start Monday off. No problems, 58 degrees the temperature early in the morning. So pleasant temperatures for this time of the year. It'll be breezy at times tomorrow with partly sunny skies early in the morning. Highs tomorrow a little bit different depending on where you live. Along the Red River, some upper 60s and low 70s. Dallas-Fort Worth area, 83 Dallas, 81 in Fort Worth, 82 Canton. So again, very warm for much of North Texas. Then starting Wednesday, it's a WFAA weather alert day because we're expecting on and off rain, isolated thunderstorms, some smaller hail, some gusty winds can't be ruled out. There is a low end risk of strong to severe thunderstorms, so make sure you're staying updated. Adjust plans as needed and download WFAA Plus to your TV. The latest on the chances, the timeline, and how much rain we're expecting coming up.
All right, Jesse, thank you. As he just said, make sure you have WFAA Plus. That's where you can always stay updated on the forecast. You can catch live radars, get real-time updates. WFAA Plus is free to download to your TV. Election Day is now just 2 days away, and Tarrant County is hoping it can get all of its polling places open. Last week, election officials told us they are still short a couple hundred clerks and about 20 election judges. Now, those are the people who run polling centers. They oversee the vote. If they do not find workers to fill those jobs, some voting locations might not open on Tuesday. Of course, this is a story we will closely follow for you. If you have questions about how to vote on Tuesday, you should go to WFAA.com/vote. There's a lot of information there that will help you, including an important change in how and where Dallas County voters can cast a ballot. Again, WFAA.com/vote, your resource ahead of Election Day.